Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sarah Barker, the founder of Connect Our Elders, and today we have a repeat guest with us, Shifra Bolton-Nestor. She is the founder and CEO of a local nonprofit to San Diego with the hopes of expanding nationally. The nonprofit is called Social Bridge, and right now for the holiday season, they have this incredible initiative that they're undertaking. So I wanted to ensure that we got here online today to go ahead and explain what her mission is and the good that she's doing, and how much more good that she wants to do. So please go ahead and share with us this bread giving program that you've developed.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you for inviting me again. I am really honored and to be on your show, because I think what you do is so important, and together we can make much better world for everyone. So I really,
absolutely, every little bit of good combines, right?
Yes, totally. So yes, right now and today and tomorrow are the last 2 days that bread giving campaign is available for you. Bread giving is all about the concept of breaking bread, which is the one of the ancient way of creating connections. In the past, many moons ago, there was peace talks going on around a meal. Businesses were done around meal. That when you enjoy food and you enjoy the company, a lot of walls going down. And
Right.
bread giving is based on that idea. We cannot have meals together now, but we can bring a loaf of bread, homemade bread, made by me with a lot of love, to your older neighbor or older community. And the bread and the intention behind it that you will bring with it will bring you guys together and will create the connections. And that's all we want, because seniors are now lonelier than ever before.
There is.
And
that's
even if
the
they're
one thing
outside,
that COVID, right? I mean, we know, those of us that have been in the industry or had our, our finger on the pulse of our elders in the nation or across the world, right? We've known that they've been dealing with isolation and loneliness, but COVID has really brought that to a higher level of attention for people to understand just how isolated they were before, but even more so right now. And for those of you listening, I was sharing with Shifra that I had a friend recently reach out to me, and we hadn't talked in a number of years. We worked together 9 years ago, and she said, I thought of you. My grandmother was thriving in this assisted living community, and then all of a sudden we couldn't visit her anymore, and then she just had this sharp decline and passed away. So let's back up a little bit, Shifra, and then I want to talk more about the bread campaign again, and I want you to explain to the audience exactly how it works, how they can help you reach your goal to help our elders feel less isolated and lonely. But could you share again what Social Bridge is, what your mission is, and just share your vision with us, please. I know what it is because we talked before, okay, but I want to hear it again, and I think it's important for the audience to hear it again from you.
I totally agree, and thank you for that. Social Bridge mission is to end elder loneliness, period. The way we want to do it is to build relationship between generation, to basically re-engage elder within society. In the past, the idea of independent living and all those seniors community was an amazing idea that worked great until corporate start taking ownership on those. And when corporate taking ownership of it, the idea of community is based on money and not based on. So I believe that we need to bring back seniors within the community, and it starts the easiest way in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
My
Mm-hmm.
dream is that we um, we all start connection with the neighborhood. We, so Sarah, for example, if your parents are in San Diego and you are in New York, I happen to live in your parents' neighborhood with them. You will visit someone's neighborhood. Just say, hey, Joe, how are you? Their kids will visit someone else and basically will create a network of supporting the seniors. And it's so basic
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Yeah,
so
so
easy.
so families, I mean, over the generations, right? Families have become increasingly geographically separated. And so what you're describing to me, it sounds like basically we are going to adopt each other's family members, each other's elderly loved ones, you know? I think the concept is beautiful. So where
Yes,
are
and it's
you? Mhm.
sorry, and when we say adopt, it might create some resistance from people. It's really, I see that as us, the generate the kid, the adult children will support each other. Because if that 2 seconds your parents, you can call up and say, hey, can you help?
Mhm.
So it's supporting us, the middle generation, and the older parents as well.
Oh,
So it's kind of double.
definitely. That's a really good point. I'm glad you clarified that point because a lot of the times when I'm talking or trying to help elders, really, I'm dealing with the adult children, and there's this
Mhm.
sense of confusion and helplessness and overwhelm and emotional
Right.
stress. And so, knowing that you have this network to be there and have eyes on the parents would be a huge relief
Exactly.
for the adult children
Right.
if they live in a different city, and
Yes.
vice versa. Okay, so this bread giving
Yeah.
campaign, my understanding is
Mhm.
the way it works that let's say I purchase a loaf of bread and I can
You
send it to,
donate.
I donate, thank you. So I donate a loaf of bread and one loaf goes to an elder and then one loaf comes to me. Is that the concept?
Yeah. So the way it works, so when you, in this campaign right now, the donation we ask, and you can always give more, but the minimum donation is $48. When you donate $48, you get a box. In the box, you will find two half loaf. One loaf for you, one loaf will go to elder charity, and the half loaf you will give to someone that you believe might continue to grow the web of connections with elders. So you will give it to your friend that might convince her to join in because she will buy the bread and the
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. How is it, how are you guys identifying the elders? Is it the person who's making the donation knows the elder that they're
yes.
sending the loaf of bread to? Okay,
They will
okay.
not send it, they will take it and bring it to them. The idea is you will bring it in your own community. That's the idea.
And have the connection.
Yes, the idea is to build connection, not for us to go and make connection with someone in our area, is for you to make connection in your area. And
Mm-hmm.
the goal for bread giving is 180 seniors in 50 states. So far, I have about 50 donations, and we probably, I don't have right numbers, but I think we are in 15 or 20 states. So
Okay.
we are on the way. We can still make it, at least one of them, maybe.
You can still make it, and like we were talking about before we went live on this call, for this to be the first time that you're rolling out this campaign. I hope you realize
Yes.
just how proud of yourself and your organization that you should be, that you've already, you said that basically you've had 50 beneficiaries, right, of these donations,
Right.
and how many states
Right.
did you say? 20? I mean, that's
I think
wonderful.
20.
And
Yeah.
we have 2 days left. Those of you listening, there's 2 days left to help Social Bridge reach their goal of 180 beneficiaries, 180 elders, to receive this loaf of bread. I think loaf of
Yeah.
love, right? It's bread, but it's
Yeah,
what it
nice.
signifies, it's
Yes.
signifying the
Yes.
love that we should have for our elders. So
Totally. Yeah.
how can people participate in this initiative? Where do they go to get the
Um,
information? Where do they go to donate?
so they can go to donate in, I don't know where I put the link. I can put it in
I'll
our
repost
comment.
it. Yeah.
Okay, post click that because I just had to get it out. It's a MailChimp link.
Okay.
And better done than perfect. That's my belief. Although
Yeah.
the bread is perfect to make sure.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, because I saw some pictures of it, and it's beautiful. It's not just a regular loaf of
Yes,
bread. It looks like it's braided. What kind of bread is that?
it is breaded. So the bread called challah, which in America you hear challah bread, and it's a traditional Jewish bread that we eat on Fridays and holidays. And there is a lot of symbols about every component of the bread, um, and the braiding for me, I'm using 4 strings. Usually people do it with 3, like hair bread. I'm using 4. Um, few things. One is the 4 core values of Social Bridge, which is motherhood, compassion, integrity, and respect. And when you bring it all together, it creates something whole. In addition, when you have strings, each strings by itself is very weak. But when we put all the strings together, when we put the seniors with the middle generation, with the younger generation, all together, we create a very strong and stable community. And when this community is strong and stable, everyone is safer, everyone is healthy physically. No doubt, research show that how the emotion affect the physical.
Oh,
So that's
absolutely.
kind of the symbol of the bread, and that's why I chose to use that bread, because there is a lot of soul in this bread.
It's symbolism, right? There's a lot of symbolism in the fact
Yes.
that you're using 4 strings to make this loaf of bread. So what I will do,
Yeah.
what is the website that people can go to learn more about Social Bridge, and to learn more about the bread giving campaign?
Social Bridge website is socialbridgeus.org.
Okay.
Though the campaign, again, for lack of resource and stuff, the campaign is only on that MailChimp link.
Okay.
So they will not find it there, but they will find it in that MailChimp landing
Well, I'll
page.
be sure. I'll be sure when I repost this video, as I usually do, I will be sure to make sure that I share that MailChimp link. And you said that you have reached 50 elders so far. The goal is
Right,
180. So we have
right.
130 people left to reach the goal. Um,
Yes.
let's be optimistic. Let's count on reaching that goal. Those of you watching, make sure that you look for the link when I repost this video, so that way you can participate in the bread giving campaign, which is to reduce elder loneliness and isolation.
Lo-
Um, the work
Yes.
that you're doing, Shifra, is just absolutely moving. It's so I don't know what the right, authentic. The approach that you're taking to helping is just so basic and authentic. And I think that's what makes it so powerful, right? Because it's focusing on just the human connection that they
Yes,
need for their psychosocial
yes,
well-being. And like you were just saying, if we don't take care of that part, it will manifest physically. So the approach you're taking,
it
I
does.
just believe wholeheartedly in. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
Well,
And one more thing is that because we are facing probably the third wave of COVID, and
mm,
Thanksgiving is coming, so many seniors will be home during alone during Thanksgiving and probably coming towards Christmas and New Year. We need to make sure we're doing something to show them, not just to tell them, but to show them that we remember. So many of them fearing to be forgotten. And
I,
it's so easy to give you something so easy to open a door of communication.
the door of communication, just the mere fact that they will feel remembered, to feel
Right.
included still in society.
Yes.
And then, like you said, the door of communication, anything. I mean, there's so many elders. You and I have discussed this before. There are so many elders in our communities that the only interaction they might get is when, let's say, I don't know, the Meals on Wheels person drops off their meals. Or,
Right.
there's people that literally go months without any interaction with a fellow human.
Right.
It's
Right.
unbelievable. And so
It is.
every little bit that can be done to minimize this, we all need to be thinking about that. I mean, I've said for years, we have a responsibility to care for those that laid the foundation for the lives we live today. And yeah, as a
Right.
society, we just seem to have been so forgetful of them. And so,
We are.
if there is anything positive that has come from COVID, is that it has elevated our elders to the limelight. People are talking about the issues, and people are
Right.
creating innovative ways to help them, which, by the way, I was talking about what you're doing is, authentic and sincere and all of that. It's very innovative too. I don't know if anybody's told you that word, but
No.
yeah, I mean,
No.
even though it's not
Um,
technology, but your concept is innovative.
the concept. It is.
Hmm.
It is. Yesterday, I was speaking with my sister, and I said, I feel like those bushmen that going with the machete and opening doors for in a place that no one else opened a road to. Um, and one of the problem that I see right now is that because COVID happening so long now, we start to get used to, and we're going back to the old habit where we become busy, 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 busy. Doesn't matter what busy is, and we don't take the time to stop in our next door neighbor. So I cannot say it enough. Knock on the door. If you have a loaf of bread for me, that will make it so much easier and much less awkward, because you might feel awkward to go and knock on your older neighbor door, which you might say hello and you might not. But at least when you bring something, and Thanksgiving give you with the bread, give you the perfect excuse to say hi. My Shifra, for a long time I wanted to say hi and see how you're doing. Brought you that. How are you doing? It
Right,
make it much easier and less
right.
awkward. So I really invite anyone to join, not just because it will help us grow the impact that we do, but it will help your next door neighborhood, and you will have a great bread. It's every time people buy, people donate and get it, they keep raving about the bread. And I have a lot of people that decided to do a monthly donation. So monthly they can get the box. One of the donors said, last time I was not home, and the kids that shoved the bread off, they're waiting for the box every month.
That's such a wonderful concept. So those of you listening, I will be posting the link so you can go and get more information and make your donations to be a part of the bread campaign to, let's eliminate the elder loneliness and isolation. Shifra, thank you so much for coming on again today. And I look forward to our continued collaboration, and we will continue to have you on here because the work you're doing is phenomenal. As a reminder, my name is Sarah Barker. I'm the founder of Connect Our Elders. Our entire intention is to empower the aging process through elder care resource education, navigation, and ongoing advocacy. And we just love to collaborate with people like Shifra and Social Bridge. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Goodbye.